What the fuck is going on, everyone? I'm Val.
And I'm Kayla.
And this is 20 What Podcast. Have a holly jolly Christmas.
Jingle
Ho,
all the
ho,
way.
ho. We did not collaborate on what song we were going to sing.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't in the show notes, so it's alright.
So, we just both kind of went for the solo.
Do you ever see those, trends on TikTok where it's two songs playing at once? It's only people with ADHD can focus on one of them or something. That's the challenge for today.
Do you have ADHD?
Which one did you focus on?
Yeah. Okay, before we get into today's very fun episode, we have a few things that we're going to cover. First, what we're wearing for our visual listeners.
Oh, yeah.
Kayla, show the visual listeners your ensemble and I'll describe it. Okay, so Kayla is wearing a white button-down shirt with a denim collar. It has cute little holly embroideries on the collar and then little bows and other Christmas items throughout the button seam thing. And I got her this from Savers because we each bought each other, you can sit down now, because we each bought each other some Christmas attire.
Okay, your turn. Stand up.
Okay.
So this is Val, and I bought this from Buffalo Exchange, which is also a thrift store. And so it says all lit up. And so the sweater itself is supposed to be lit up, and there's one, where is it? Right here, that's hanging on to dear life itself. But the other ones aren't lit up, so it's kind of ironic. And it's kind of funny. So yeah.
I really feel like it's a very good metaphor for my life. So, I'm driving to Kayla's this morning. I just got my Dunkaroonies, and I'm driving, and I get to this intersection near my house. So I'm going this way. I'm going straight, but across in the intersection, if you go that way, there is a cemetery, which, fun fact, my sister and both my grandparents are buried there. So,
the one over there?
What? No, near my house.
Oh, okay.
Near my house. And so we're driving and I'm going straight and I have a green light and I'm on FaceTime with my sister because we're talking about some drama, some shit. And so I'm on FaceTime with my sister and I notice it's a green light and there's people honking up above, up there. And then I get to the green light and I'm about to go through and I see this guy running the red light. So naturally I honk because I'm like, you're running a red light.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
And then, so I let out a honk, and then, there's, people, behind him running the red light. But we're from the side, so, when a funeral procession is going, you can usually see the hazards. Hold on. You can usually see the hazards and, the plaque that they have in the front that says funeral. But from the side, I can't see the thing that you're having hanging in the front. So, we're thinking that, these people are just... And then I put two and two together. It literally took me less than 10 seconds to realize it was a funeral. And then someone flashed it and I was like, oh my God. And so I had honked, but then I immediately was like, oh shit. And my sister was like, what's going on? I was like, it's a funeral. It's a funeral. And then the people behind me are profusely honking. And so I just couldn't even help myself. I rolled down my window and I look behind me and I go, it's a funeral. And then they keep honking. And I'm like, it's a funeral. Shut the fuck up. And then they stopped honking. And then I was like, maybe I shouldn't have yelled, shut the fuck up. But I feel like if I were in that funeral procession and I saw me doing that, I would have laughed and also been like, thank you. Because, I did honk, but then... No, I did not start it. The people in front of me, it had been going on for at least 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And I just realized, literally right after I let out a tiny honk, what was going on. And I was like, oh shit. My sister was on FaceTime with me and she could see the realization in my face happen.
Oh, that's horrible.
Because people also drive through that intersection like an idiot all the time. And so as soon as I realized it was happening, I stopped and I looked at the people behind me and I was trying to get them to shut the fuck up. Because they couldn't see. Because I couldn't even see until someone flashed the funeral thing at me. Because you can't see it from the side.
Yeah, okay.
And you couldn't see the hazards because it's daylight.
For a second, I thought you were the one who started this beeping, but as long as you didn't start
I stopped it.
Yeah, good.
Did I participate for 0.1 seconds before I realized what was going on? Yes, and then I felt so bad.
It's okay.
And then I literally screamed at the people behind me. I was like, probably the most Boston thing to ever happen. Be like, shut the fuck up, it's a funeral! Have some respect, shut the fuck up! And I'm yelling, I'm like, these people can't hear me behind me anyway. It's a busy intersection. But the people that were honking definitely saw this crazy bitch. And I'm wearing this turtleneck sweater and my hoop earrings, driving my like white mid-size SUV. Like I look like an angry milfy Karen yelling out the window, being like, "Shut the fuck up."
That's kind of so funny.
And my sister is on FaceTime, and she, after it ended, she was like, "What the fuck just happened? What did I just witness?" Because I went.
I'm glad that someone got to witness that.
Yeah.
That was probably kind of funny to witness.
My sister was like, "You did the right thing." And I was like, I really am so mad at myself for that initial honk, though. I feel so bad. This episode is not about selling Sunset, and it is not about honking at funerals, and it is not about hosting Thanksgiving. It is about
Christmas movies.
Yeah, so literally I have a list of like a lot of Christmas movies.
So we're gonna rank them. We gotta figure out how we're gonna rank.
I think the ranking should come at the end. I think we should go through all of these and each decide our top 5.
Okay.
But
yeah, no, let's do that. So we'll kind of just chat about all of them and some of our favorites, and we'll mention some. If you're listening if you're listening on Spotify, there's an option on Anchor now, but you can interact with this episode on Spotify. We can ask you polls and questions, so keep a lookout for those. I'll put a couple of those up to kind of get your opinion. I don't know if they do that on Apple and stuff, but all I see it happening is on Spotify. But
does Apple give you a Wrapped at the end of the year?
They give you a half-assed version of it.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Spotify,
all the way. All the fucking way.
I always actually get kind of annoyed at my Spotify Wraps, though, because, like, I listen to a lot of it on my Alexa, and I feel like a lot of that doesn't register, or maybe it does.
Well,
but it always says Taylor Swift is my number one, and I listen to, like, Taylor Swift radio and, like, Taylor Swift playlists.
When you ask your Alexa, do you say on Spotify?
Yeah.
Oh, it should register that, then.
I don't know, because, like, it doesn't come up on, like, my search or anything, so I don't know, but I, like... Taylor Swift was my number 1, and I do believe it, but, like, Doja Cat was number 3, and I don't feel like I listened to a lot of Doja Cat.
Interesting.
Maybe when her album first came out. I don't know. I hate that you can literally listen to, like, one song, like, a bunch, and then it'll be like, that's your top artist. And I'm like, okay.
Well, mine was just art, and mine was Ariana Grande.
Okay, well, obviously.
That was I listened to over 800 hours of Ariana Grande.
I'm not mad. You know what? I sound mad, but I'm not embarrassed that my top artist was Taylor Swift.
I love that. I think she was, like, number 4 or 5 for me.
I love Taylor Swift. Okay. So let's start by going into the classics. Okay.
I think so. I feel like our style of Christmas movies and what we like is totally different.
Okay.
I haven't really seen any of like the cheesy roms. What are they called?
Rom-coms?
Rom-coms. I haven't seen like the cheesy Christmas movies. Like I'm more of like a classic, like, you know, The Year Without a Santa kind of bitch.
You think that I don't like the classics?
I know you like the classics.
I love them all, baby, but I do love a cheesy Christmas
more
movie.
niched down to the classics. I haven't really branched out, which I
think
will.
This is Kayla's way of saying she has not seen as many crazy amount of Christmas movies as
I haven't seen any of the Hallmark ones, but I've seen most of
I've seen quite a few Christmas movies. That's like my comfort. As soon as it hits like November 1st. Not so much this year I haven't, because I've been really watching SVU a lot.
Yeah.
But I've watched at least 6
I need to give myself more time. Like this is actually kind of a goal for 2022. I want to give myself more time to relax and watch stuff, because I feel like if I'm not at work, I'm at home and I'm on my computer or my desktop or my iPad working, and I feel like I need to give myself more time to enjoy these things. But I don't have time.
You can just put them on in the background. That's what I do a lot of the times. Yeah. Like, especially like a mindless Christmas movie that you really don't need to be paying attention to, like hidden meanings or any of that. Yeah. Like,
I mean, it's only December 1st, so I have I can get started.
It's December 2nd, but
whatever, same thing.
Okay.
Only +1.
Yes, exactly. 1 + 1 = 2.
2 + 2 is gonorrhea.
So Home Alone.
Home Alone is just like a classic.
Home Alone is like the first one I wrote down.
Yeah. So there's 4 of them?
I think there's 4. How many Home Alones? Save that.
How many Home Alones? How many Home Alones? How many Home Alones?
There's at least 5.
What? I haven't seen all of them then.
Okay. Wow. I definitely have not seen all of them.
Wait. So who the fuck is that?
Oh my god.
That's not Macaulay Culkin.
No.
What's his name?
Macaulay Culkin.
Have
you ever seen Party Monster?
No.
Okay. That is a movie where Macaulay Culkin plays Michael Alec, who famously is a murderer and was really big into like the party drug scene back in the day. Anyway, very good movie if you want to see Macaulay Culkin not be in a Christmas movie. Okay, so there's Home Alone, which came out in 1990. There's Home Alone 2, Lost in New York,
That's my
1992. That's a good one.
Yeah.
There's Home Alone 3, 1997. Home Alone 4, Taking Back the House, 2002. Home Alone, The Holiday Heist, 2012. So there's a 10-year jump. And then there's one that came out apparently in 2021 called Home Sweet Home Alone. Okay, chill.
So it looks like the 2012 and the 2021 were afterthoughts of the original series, and like maybe it picked up and became trending again. So they were like, "Oh, let's make a new movie. This would probably do well." But I feel like there's 5 of them, or 6.
1, 2, 3, 6.
6. So the first 4 I think are the ones with Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin.
McClokin. The whatever his name is, Macaulay Clawley. Santa Claus.
I think it's kind of like a Halloween Town situation where once you like bring in another actor, you kind of
It
just like
ruins
he
it.
was the franchise.
Because like the whole
obviously you can't have that forever because people grow up.
Yeah.
But that means that people stop making the movie.
Well, see, someone said something to me once. It was my aunt's ex-boyfriend. He was kind of a jerk, but this was really stuck with me. He said something about, like, you can't repeat good times. Like, you have a really good time, you can try to repeat. It will never be the exact same. Same with movies. Like, you can try to cast a new cast, but, like, it's not going to hit like the original, and some things are just better left the originals.
I really liked Frozen 2.
Mm-hmm. That's a little different.
Yeah, it's a cartoon. They don't have to age.
What about, have you watched the new Gossip Girl yet?
Yeah.
I can't get myself to do it.
I like that they didn't make it like the same characters.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's different. You can tell like someone's supposed to be the Serena, someone's supposed to be the...
It's just hard because
it's not great, but it is more inclusive.
It is more inclusive. It's just really hard for me with a show like Gossip Girl because Gossip Girl is such an OG, like one of the, like those shows that are just OG. Like if someone tried to recreate Grey's Anatomy, I'm just like, what are you
no
doing?
one would try to do that.
Yeah, but like
Grey's
it's like-
Anatomy, SVU, you really can't do that.
yeah, exactly. It's just weird. That's weird for me.
I feel like you to Grey's Anatomy is me to SVU.
Yeah, I'm obsessed. I feel like
So,
I might be
like,
a little bit more obsessed with Grey's Anatomy.
We're each one of Taylor Swift's cats.
Yeah, I have a cardboard for our. No one can see him, but Patrick Dempsey. I have a full life.
Oh
size
yeah,
cutout of
McDouble
him.
over there.
No, McDreamy. He's over there, and he just watches us record. He's my keeper.
My sister's keeper.
He's my sister's keep. I love him.
Okay, A Christmas Story.
Okay, a Christmas.
That's the one where he
Story.
gets his tongue stuck.
Oh,
That's literally that,
Oh.
and that has that iconic scene, but then also one of the biggest icons from that movie. Can you name it?
no.
The
Oh, the leg.
The leg lamp.
The leg lamp. Yeah, no, that movie was like in my family, we always loved watching that movie because the little kid looked like Ryan so much as a kid. So we're like, oh my god, Ryan, it's you. They looked like literally this little round glasses and everything. The blonde, like bowl cut hair looked exactly like him.
I know that White Christmas is a really big Christmas movie, but I've never seen it. It's like a really big classic.
Who's it?
It's like an older Christmas movie.
Wait, White Christmas.
It's like an older
Is it a
Christmas
cartoon
movie.
or-
No, it's a live action, but it's older. Speaking of,
Huh.
so yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I know it's a classic. Never seen it. I wanted to look up because I was curious. I was like, when did Christmas movies become a thing?
Oh.
So like backtracking a little bit, I
Probably
was
a while.
curious. Like they're a huge fucking genre because I was looking through Disney Plus, I was looking through Hulu, Netflix. Everything has like at least like 30 Christmas movies on it, and like there's so many fucking Christmas movies. You'd have to be watching them all year round to be able to watch them all.
Yeah.
There's so many, and there's so many different like from like kids movies, and I'm like wondering in my head. Please tell me if you are a listener from a different country. Like, are there a lot of different Christmas movies like in Spanish? Like. That's research that I should really be doing on my own.
Yeah, I wonder because is it like an American thing to just like
Just because we have so many Christmas movies.
I don't know what it's like in other countries,
Yeah,
but
so let
like
us know.
America capitalizes the fuck
On
off
Christmas.
of Chris. Oh my god,
It's
like
huge.
it's fucking huge. So obviously, like all these movies generate so much money. All these Mariah Carey, she's doing very well right now for herself. Every year around this
I
year.
think she like can live off of Christmas
yeah,
alone.
It's insane how much money is revolved around it, and it's like it's kind of sad, but it also like welcome to Welcome to the days.
But yeah, so backtracking. So obviously the first ever Christmas movie was called Santa Claus, and it came out in 1898.
Wait, did they have TVs back then?
They didn't have TVs, but it was probably in a theater. So it was a silent British short film directed by George Albert Smith, who pioneered the practice of film editing and the usage of close-ups.
Cool.
This is from realrundown.com. He worked as also a stage hypnotist and a psychic. So it's just about, like, two kids waiting for Santa by the fireplace. And then, like, Santa comes in and all this stuff. But before they had, like, Christmas movies, I believe, like, people, especially over in Europe, they used to go to, like, the Panto. And the Panto's still a thing. So, like, it's the pantomime. So it's, like, it's... like it's called the Panto. Like, I don't know if that's...
I've heard that word. That's
so, like, over in Ireland, like, around December, like, you go and it's just, like, over-the-top, like, caricature kind of characters, and it's just, like, a performance kind of...
Pantomime, I've heard that word before.
Yeah, it's still, like, a holiday tradition over in Europe.
Okay.
So, I believe that was around before Christmas movies ever were. Okay. I believe that there were probably Christmas plays and, like, nativity plays and all of that. Uh-huh. So, that is where... I'm just pulling this from my... theater background. I do have a degree in it, and I did study in Ireland around Christmas time, and I know that the Panto is a thing.
1898, that was kind of a long time ago.
And it can be like an over-the-top retelling of, like, any sort of, like, fairy tale or story. Yeah. There could be, like, a Peter Pan, like, version of, like, a Christmas Panto. It's look it up, figure out what it is, let me know how wrong I am, but it is a thing, and it is a holiday tradition over in Europe. So cool, reeling it back to, and now we're in modern day, this is, like, unraveled into what we know as Christmas movie season today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Elf. Mm-hmm. Elf is, like... I'll have to think about what my all-time favorite Christmas movie is, but Elf is definitely up there. Mm-hmm. Some people hate Will Ferrell, but I think he is amazing. I love him. He's probably one of my favorites, like, ever.
I wouldn't go out and say that Will Ferrell is one of my favorites, but I do love Elf. I wouldn't say that he's one of my favorite actors,
because one of my favorite movies of all time is Step Brothers, and then one of my favorite Christmas movies is Elf, so it's like there's a common denominator here, and it's my dude Will. I love Will. He's great. If you're listening, Will. Love you.
I do enjoy Elf. Elf is also definitely my dad's favorite Christmas movie. I feel like everyone's seen Elf.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in the classic category now. And that came out in our lifetime. It came out, can you guess what year it came out?
2007.
No.
2004.
Very close.
2003.
Yes.
2003. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's been around for almost 20 years.
Yeah, no, it's great because it's like the movies that the classics are kind of like, I don't know, Elf jumped the quality of, it's like really great quality, like modern day, like high tech. But, you know how some of the older Christmas movies aren't like that? I feel like it was one of the first, like, higher tech movies that did really well.
They have, a, like, Elf buddy sing cheer along, like, movie showing places. We should go to one.
Oh my god, I'm so down for that. That would be so fun.
I'm gonna keep that tab up on my computer.
Yeah, we have to do that. Is Will Ferrell gonna be there?
Yeah, he's gonna be at all the showings.
Oh my god, yay!
Okay, Love Actually is...
I don't think I've seen that one.
I would say it's like a classic, like, romantic Christmas movie.
Okay.
Love Actually is one of those movies where there's just a bunch of different love stories going on. It's a good one.
Okay, like Christmas love stories?
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, it's December 2nd. I have time to watch things, so I'm gonna...
I definitely need to watch Love Actually.
Yeah.
It's a romantic movie. It's a gushy movie, but it is definitely a classic, and I'm a little bit shocked that you've never seen it.
I know. I'm a little bit shocked I haven't.
The next question lies. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I've never seen the movie, but, like, I've seen things online of people saying that it is. And then I've seen people say it's not. Let's see. It's a battle that rages every Christmas. Is Die Hard really a Christmas movie? While in the past, most people haven't considered it a classic of the festive genre. Okay, that was a waste of me reading that because the answer was not in that paragraph.
So basically, people argue that it is a Christmas movie because it happens on Christmas and there's a tree and there's presents.
Yeah,
but it's like an action movie.
But like, what's
we need
the
to watch
plot of
Die
it?
Hard.
What's the plot of it? Because it's like there's this movie called P2. Have you ever seen P2? It takes place on Christmas Eve, and this woman's trying to leave and go home, but she ends up getting locked in the parking garage in P2, and there's like a security guard there that like murders everybody and like runs people in the wall, and the guts go everywhere. And yes, it takes place on Christmas, but is that a Christmas movie? Absolutely not.
I think it could be argued, yes. I think it could be like a scary Christmas movie, kind of like Krampus.
I guess, but the plot isn't centered around Christmas. Christmas happens. I think that's maybe the difference. If the plot isn't centered around Christmas, it's not a Christmas movie. If Christmas happens to be happening while these things are happening, because like,
but there has to be a reason that they set it on Christmas.
yeah. Well, it's because what happened is it was Christmas Eve and she was leaving the office and she left really late, so they locked the garage and no one was going to be back because everyone was gone. So that's the importance.
That's a really good I consider that a scary Christmas movie, because that's
so?
A really good setup for a movie. Is
Yeah.
it a good movie? That sounds good.
The other day I was with my friend Liv and we were shooting pictures in parking garages, and they're like, "What floor do you want to go to? What about P2?" I was like, "Can we go to P3 instead?" They're like, "Why?" I'm like, "Oh, just this movie I saw one time. I'd rather go on P3. I like don't like parking garages P2. No, it's like a really small movie that like no one's ever seen. I don't know where I watched this. I watched it by myself.
I want to watch this.
P2. P2. Yeah, I totally
P-E-O.
forgot about it. Yeah, it's scary. It's kind of gross too.
I'm gonna watch that. Okay, cool. All right, moving on to the Grinch.
Did I ever tell you about my acting debut on The Grinch?
I know that you were in a play, but I don't remember. I would love for you to share the story again.
So I was in middle school and I was trying to like figure out where I belonged. I was like, do I want to be in sports? Do I want to be in the theater? Like, what do I want to do with my free time? What do I want to do with my extracurriculars? So I'm like, I'm going to join the Christmas play. It's The Grinch. Everybody loves The Grinch. I love that movie. I feel like the play would be fun. So it was like a dance, there's dance numbers in it. So I had an audition and I made it. But anytime I was on a dance, I was put in the back. I don't know why, because I'm a really good dancer, but I was always put in the back. And then I remember, so we were at like one of the first rehearsals, and it is the scene in the mailroom when everybody's fucking hectic. And the drama teacher was like, okay, we have one line that someone needs to say. Who wants to say it? And I was the first one to raise my hand. I said, I do. She goes, okay, perfect. This is your line. So we were waiting in line to give our mail to the people, and some people were just giving it and leaving. And then so I had to go up and say, Lou, I need this there by tomorrow. It's an actual line in the movie. Every time I see it, I'm like, that was me. So in the rehearsals, like I was kind of nervous saying it. I wasn't that great. She's like, you need to like do this and that and this. And like, I kind of never got it right. Come showtime, I literally fucked it up. We had like 6 shows. I fucked it up every single show. I had one line, and I fucked it up every single show.
How did you fuck it up?
Because I just I'd be like, one day I'd be like, my back would be towards the audience, and I didn't have a mic, so they couldn't hear me, or like I would be like, and then I'd like every time it was something new, and I just fucked it up every single time. And that was my last time in the theater.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Do you get stage fright?
Yeah, I mean, I just think I do better on camera. I'm made for television. I'm not made for there's too much I can edit this if I need to, but like the thought of just like a giant crowd of people just sitting there watching me, waiting for me to say something, like, yeah, that's a little scary to me. So that was the end of my acting career.
I love that.
Yeah, see, you're good. Yeah, this is more my thing. I like the camera because it's like my friends, but I don't actually see you.
It's funny because like I love being on stage and I love performing in front of an audience, but in any other setting it very much overwhelms me if I'm like, oh my god, everyone's looking at me.
You have the ability though to kind of like you're there to do that.
Usually I'm not on stage. It's like my character. You know what I mean?
So I don't have that ability to do that. So yeah.
But would you say you prefer the original cartoon version of The Grinch or Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey.
100%.
Carrey all the way.
Thank you. It's one of your favorite lines from the movie.
Lou, I need this there by tomorrow.
I should have known.
I need this there by tomorrow.
I like hate, double hate, loathe entirely.
Oh my god, when he says Max, that was really good. Did you hear that? Max, fetch me my cloak.
Or when he goes, Wrong-o.
Okay, wait, tell us. What is your favorite line from The Grinch? There's so many iconic ones. Oh my god, yeah, let us know.
Okay, moving on to, my favorite Christmas movie, is The Holiday.
Oh.
Have you ever seen The Holiday?
The Holiday?
No, The Holiday.
No. Is it Hallmark?
No, it's a classic. It's with Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jack Black.
Wait a second.
There's like a ton of stars in this movie.
I think I've seen
Jonathan Krasinski is in it. Like, is it John or Jonathan? Like John Krasinski's in it.
Halpert.
Yeah, he's in it. There's a ton of celebrities.
I think I've seen it, but I've seen it like once or twice, and I don't like remember. It's
the movie where Cameron Diaz's character lives in LA, Kate Winslet's lives in London, and they switch houses for the season.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that, but it's not one of the
best.
movies that's like prevalent in my mind.
I love that movie so much. So yeah, The Holiday, watch it, definitely. All right, moving on to the Santa Claus.
Santa Claus is definitely up there for me. My favorite, okay, I need to make a TikTok or reel and like insert this. So my favorite scene from the Santa Claus is from the first movie, and everything's all going down, and they're getting ready to go out and like give the presents to the kids, and this like rock like punk music is playing, and all of them are walking in slow motion, and it's just like so badass, and it's like the part of the movie where like, yeah, they're gonna go and give the presents to the kids.
Yeah,
I love it.
So there's 3 Santa Claus movies. We got the OG where he the Santa falls off the roof, and then Tim Allen and his son take over,
kind of establishing the Santa.
And then there's situation. Like the mom and like the annoying therapist boyfriend who no one likes.
Yeah, he was the worst.
He's the worst. And
Neil.
So there's that one. Yeah,
Neil.
And then there's number 2, Santa Claus 2, which is the one where he has to find a wife. It's the Mrs. Claus.
Oh, yes. Okay. Wait, no. So that's the thing, though. Harry Potter is not a Christmas movie. Christmas just happened to be happening during that. That I would not consider.
Okay, but they do put Harry Potter marathons on ABC Family around Christmas time.
Yeah. I don't think it's a Christmas movie. I mean, what do you think? Do you think it's a Christmas movie?
I used to read Harry Potter from I would start in October and I would finish reading all the books by Christmas.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of reading.
I mean, it definitely does, it gives me winter vibes, but not Christmas. Like, winter,
Okay.
it's the season for Harry Potter, I would agree, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's Christmas, because there's no Santa Claus.
Yes.
You can't have Christmas without Santa Claus.
A year without a Santa Claus. Who, man? And then, do you remember Miracle on 34th Street?
I haven't seen that one, but I know.
That's a classic. So there's the original older version, and then there's a newer one, I think with the actress from Matilda.
Uh-huh.
That's the one I grew up with.
Okay.
And I really liked that one.
Okay.
And then Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh, I've seen that good one. I've seen that one.
Yeah. It's actually based on the book Skipping Christmas. Fun fact, when I was in the 3rd grade, we did a Secret Santa thing, and this really nice kid gave me Skipping Christmas, and I threw a fit though because I didn't want a book. I was mad that I got a book, but then I liked the book. I was such a brat.
Christmas with the Cranks.
He was so nice though. I feel really bad about that. I really suck.
You're just a kid.
I was in the 3rd grade.
But Christmas with the Cranks, is that? I'm picturing it. They're sitting around a dinner table and something with somebody's ashes. Was it a cat's ashes or someone's grandma?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis.
It is, but I just remember a situation where they're sitting at a table and someone spills dead ashes somewhere.
I don't know if it's the same movie.
movie.
That's the movie where their daughter goes away to Uganda or something and comes back with a boyfriend right before Christmas, and so but they think that their daughter is going to be away and that they're gone, so they decide to go on a cruise for Christmas, and basically they become the Grinches of the neighborhood, and everyone's like, why aren't you celebrating Christmas? And they're skipping Christmas that year. They're going on a cruise, so that's where the book got its title.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Okay, it's a classic. Deck the Halls is the one with, it's not Tim Allen, it's Dennis Quaid, I think. I literally just watched it. No, maybe it's not Dennis Quaid. No, it's the guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't remember his name. But it's with him and Danny DeVito and Kristen Chenoweth. And then the guy, his wife is also famous, but I can't remember her name. But Danny DeVito and Kristen Chenoweth are all you need to know. I literally watched this one 2 nights ago. So this is the one where the Danny DeVito moves next to Ferris Bueller, and he's like, "Oh my god, I want to be able to see my house from space." So they have a light off. So they both are fighting over who has the better Christmas lights, basically.
Does Danny DeVito win?
You have to watch. You have to watch and find out. And then there's Unaccompanied Minors. Have you seen that one?
No?
That one's not a classic. That's just like a random Christmas movie.
Interesting. And that's like
That's
about
a bunch,
flying on the
yeah, that's a bunch
holidays,
of unaccompanied minors, which is like young people flying with other parents that get stuck at the airport on Christmas Eve.
Oh, is it a scary movie?
No, it's funny.
I was gonna say like
It's
do they
like
all get
it's like a
murdered?
bunch of no, it's like a bunch of teens causing mayhem. Honestly, I've never seen Krampus or any of like the scary Christmas movies, so
Yeah.
I couldn't really talk about those.
Yeah, huh.
Yeah.
I can't. Maybe I'll throw a scary one. I do like. Do you like scary movies?
Boom. Is it
You
scary?
didn't get me this time.
Damn
Not this time.
It's embarrassing.
You got me last time.
I really did.
Replay the clip.
Rewind.
She got me. But do you like scary movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them every once in a while.
I like scary. I don't like gory.
Yeah, gory, like when it's
I'm sorry, what?
like when it
Can't relate, I'm gay.
That's a good one.
You're welcome. Okay, moving on to animation and claymation. I was talking to this girl on Hinge, and she's like afraid of claymation, and I thought that was
I
kind
could see why
I
someone...
thought that was cute though. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm afraid of cotton balls. I can't judge you.
Yeah, I can see why someone would be creeped out by claymation.
Yeah, it is
a little
it is creepy.
I personally, I love the style. It doesn't creep me out, but I can see why someone
Like
would
specifically Wallace and Gromit, definitely understand. Or like, yeah, no, definitely I can understand
be. Yeah,
that.
doesn't personally creep me out, but I get it.
So like under that category, we have A Year Without a Santa Claus.
That is like definitely top of mine. I love that movie. My mom, growing up, I think she still has it, but it's like this little snowman, and you press a button, and it goes like this, and it goes, "I'm Mr. Ice, Christmas, I'm Mr. something, whatever."
Snow.
Snow miser, whatever I touch. Do-do-do-do. I love that one, and I just... It's such... And when, like, Santa rides the single... Do you remember when Santa comes down to, the earth, or... Not the earth, wherever, like,
Land.
He comes to land, and he's riding one reindeer, just, like, sitting on it. I'm like, is that reindeer okay? 'Cause Santa's a big guy, you know what I mean? That's a little
Don't
reindeer.
body shame him.
Okay, but that's what Santa's known for, is being fat, because he eats all the cookies.
He is.
That's who he is.
Do you think that that was just like internalized, like fat phobia? They were like, kids, don't eat too many cookies or you'll end up like Santa.
Well, no one ever really said that.
I don't know.
No one ever said you don't want to end up like Santa,
Oh, true.
right?
So then there's also Rudolph. I loved Rudolph. I
Yes.
thought that the girl Rudolph in that movie, I don't remember what her name was. She
She's
was so pretty.
Oh my god, no, she was a pretty
She was
girl.
so pretty.
She was an it girl.
The Nightmare Before Christmas is technically claymation, I believe.
Yeah, I started watching that the other night, and I just didn't.
I was with you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you
It
were.
was like a week ago.
Oh yeah,
2 weeks
it
ago.
was our.
Yeah, I was with you, right? Didn't we start watching
I think
that?
I just put it on. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right. I don't really like the ideas of holidays like mashing up together. I don't know, especially Halloween. Whatever. To each their own.
You literally gave me my Christmas sweater in a Halloween bag today.
Yeah, but that was to be sustainable, because they're like, all we have is Halloween bags. I was like, it's a reusable
True.
bag. You know what I mean?
True.
It wasn't intentional.
I was just trying to find a loophole.
There's no loophole here.
The Polar Express.
Oh, I loved. Okay, so me and my brother have this like little tradition that we don't do it as much anymore. But so there's this scene where they're on the train, chicka 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 chicka, choo, and they have to stop because there's caribou.
Yep.
And so they're like, oh, there's caribou, and then when they stop really fast because they're gonna hit it, and then the guy falls and holds onto his beard,
When it
and,
goes,
and then he goes, caribou. That's my favorite part of the movie. What are you trying to do?
I'm laughing.
Oh, I thought you were trying to do something from the movie. I was like, which part is that?
No. I like the part where they're like trying to get back to they're like trying to get back in time, and they're like running in that like gift thing. Like,
Yeah, that movie's
do you know what I'm talking about?
yeah, they're running through like the things with the gifts going, and like
Yeah, it's like a conveyor belt or whatever.
Yeah,
I
know
like
exactly
that part.
I love that style of movie, because it's like a cartoon, but it's like realistic.
Yeah, a lot of
Like-
people don't like those kind of animations
I think
because they're a
it's
little
cool.
creepy
It's
realistic.
creepy, but like I see when I watch those, I see like the talent behind the artists who create these. Like that's like so realistic, and I love it. It's such a good movie. Actually, growing up, I had a friend, and she was like a good singer. I don't know if she still is, but this was back when we were kids, and she recorded in a studio. Where Where are you, Christmas?
That's not the song. That's from The Grinch. You're talking about when Christmas comes to town.
Wrapped with all the golden green. Or something
Because
like
I
that.
always sing, where are you,
Yeah.
Christmas? Why can't I find you? I always sing that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a classic movie.
Yes.
I love that. You like that one too?
I do. I wouldn't put it in my top 5, but I do enjoy
I
it.
think because it has like a kind of a nostalgic like inside joke with me and my brother, which is why it kind of ranks high for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a memory kind of thing.
Do you remember Mickey's Christmas Carol or Mickey's Once and Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas?
I didn't. I know of them. I didn't watch them.
I could not tell you what the plots were. I just know I enjoyed them as a child.
Yeah.
So those are some good animation
See,
ones.
I wasn't a big Disney child. I was more of like a Nick person,
Mm-hmm.
and I did watch Disney, but like Mickey was like whatever.
I was a pretty big Disney
Yeah,
kid.
you were Disney.
And then there's like the newer Christmas Carol that came out like probably like 7 years ago with Jim Carrey. I haven't seen that one yet. And then I specifically remember loving the Beauty and the Beast Enchanted Christmas, that like Christmas Beauty and the Beast movie. I loved that. I always loved that like maroon big sweater thing that it's like, what was it, a cloak or coat?
A cloak.
Like, that Belle would wear. I liked that.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I want.
that show's really pretty.
Do they make those in real life? I'm sure they do.
I'm sure.
Something just like that.
All right, moving on to, actually, we'll do the Disney ones, and then we'll move on to the Hallmark and the cheesy ones.
I forgot about that one.
Which one?
The Ultimate Christmas. Is that the one with the weather machine?
Yes, The Ultimate Christmas Present is a classic. Brenda Song's in it.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, they put it outside the window. Where is it based again? Like Florida or something?
Yeah, it's somewhere, no, it's in LA, I think.
Okay, so somewhere where snow is not normal.
Yes.
Yeah.
So The Ultimate Christmas Present is these two, like, middle school girls. They want a snow day really, really bad. And there's, like, a dance coming up and whatever, and, like, they both have these crushes. And then, so they follow this, like, guy who happens to be Santa home, and Santa had thrown out this, like weather machine, and they find this weather machine, and they steal it from Santa's workshop. And they, like, create the first snow that LA's had in years. But then it gets out of control.
I think it's funny, like, speaking Disney overall, like, a lot of these Disney movies, the biggest, like, takeaway from them is, like, be careful what you wish for. Because I'm thinking, like, there's so many, like, even, remember Make-A-Wish? When he wished he didn't have a little brother with the coin. Like, that movie, and then there's so many, like, other, it's funny how, like, they kept, that's a common plot throughout Disney, even without the Christmas movies, and that's a good movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, you gotta just be happy with what you got.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You gotta be gracious, and gratitude will bring better things to us.
That's what we learned from these Disney movies.
Thanks, Disney.
Thank you.
And then there was 'Twas the Night, which was like another DCOM where like Santa becomes inept and the kids have to deliver stuff for him. But my question is, do you think The Chronicles of Narnia is a Christmas series?
Winter vibes.
Winter vibes for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely would be played during a Christmas marathon, which I think is stupid because there's so many other Christmas movies.
I think that, there's so many other Christmas movies, but there are a couple movies. I haven't seen Narnia in a really long time. It's like very distant in my mind. But like I said, there's winter vibe movies that aren't necessarily Christmas movies, because I know that takes place like, and there's a lot of snow. And
I think that Christmas is involved in the movie, though.
Yeah,
but I think that I think that the day, if I can remember correctly, I think it's an important date in the movie.
Yeah, it's hard to talk on it because I haven't seen it in so long. But
We'll have to watch.
I never really, in my mind, associated Christmas and what is it? Chronicles of Narnia?
The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch,
All
and the
I
Wardrobe.
can picture is the fucking horseman.
Mr. Tumnus. I used to think he was so sexy.
I mean, he is, and then you get to the horse part, and it's kind of weird. So,
He's a centaur.
sorry about that.
Thank you. Moving on though to actually fun little story. Can I tell really quick?
Yep.
Okay, this might have to be 2 episodes. When I was a kid, I was watching The Chronicles of Narnia with my dad, and we were watching it on ABC Family, and so there were commercial breaks, and then we were like watching, and then we were like, we both really want snacks, and so we were like, do you bet that like as soon as the commercial break turns on, we can go to the gas station, come back, and get snacks in time before it starts again? And we did it.
You did? How far was the gas station?
It's like maybe like a mile there and a mile back.
That was impressive.
Maybe like a mile and a half.
Those commercials are only like 5 minutes max long.
We did it though.
Wow. What did you get? Do you remember?
I probably most likely got a Nestle Toll House ice cream cookie sandwich and some Skittles.
Those fucking slap.
I love ice cream cookie sandwiches. Okay, moving on to my personal favorite category.
Yes, the Hallmark ones. Let's just talk about the only one I've seen first, and then I'll let you go.
They're not even Hallmark. A lot of these are actually like you can find on Netflix. They're just cheesy rom-com Christmas movies.
There's a pretty.
You can find them a lot of places.
There's a pretty big list here. The only one I've seen, which is recently, was Princess Switch with Vanessa Hudgens. I think that's the original one, and I thought that was such a cute movie. But also, okay, it was really weird to me. So. They just kind of switched. So, in the beginning of the movie, it made it seem like, what's the guy's name? The
prince or the friend?
The friend.
I don't remember.
So, basically, what the plot of the original movie is there's Vanessa Hudgens and her friend, who he has a daughter, but I believe his wife died, so it's just him and his daughter, but they own, like, a bakery together, and they are traveling to somewhere in, like, the UK or something. For a baking competition, but, like, it's very clear that he has feelings for her, but, like, she's kind of, like... She's not, like, checked out and not in it. Like, she could totally be in it if she realized, like, what he was feeling. And so it was kind of, like, the whole first part of the movie, you're like, oh, my God, they're going to fall in love and it's going to be so great. But then, like, when they get there, there's a princess that is also Vanessa Hudgens, but a different character. And they swap, and Vanessa Hudgens, the baking Vanessa Hudgens, falls in love with the princess Vanessa Hudgens prince, and then... the princess falls in love with the friend, and they just kind of switch partners and end up dating each other. And it's just really weird because it's like...
It's good, though.
It's good, but it's just like the concept of it, like, confused the fuck out of me because I'm like, they made it seem like they were gonna, but then it just like... I don't know, you have to watch it. I like it too, but it was just weird.
So they actually have a sequel and a third.
I need to watch
I've seen both of them. The third one did not keep my attention the whole way through. The second one, so they introduce a third Vanessa Hudgens in both of these. They introduce a third fucking Vanessa Hudgens. Okay. I wonder how much she got paid. Did she get paid for each individual part? Did she just get paid a lump sum? Let me know, Vanessa.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know, Baby V.
Baby V. Basically, what we're gonna do is dance.
What's a sneak and night? That song is the best song of all time.
Oh, let's play that after. So yeah, they bring in, like, her sister, and no, it's like an evil cousin that, like, comes in, and it's also Vanessa Hudgens.
That must have been confusing learning.
Yeah, so the second and third one are okay. The first one's really good, but also another Vanessa Hudgens Christmas movie. I've noticed with all these cheesy romantic Christmas movies, they like to use the same actresses. Right now, Vanessa Hudgens is in her day of that. The one who's in Christmas Prince is in a few of them. They also like to use Christina Milian a lot. Any of, like, the Haley Duff. So Vanessa Hudgens was also in The Night Before Christmas, and this is when she, like, there's, like, a knight who's, like, time traveling, and, like, they fall in love, whatever. Holiday is one with Emma Roberts.
I've seen Holiday.
I like Holiday.
That was good.
I've watched that shit, like, actually, like,
I've seen that guy so many times.
I've seen that movie, like, 5 times.
Yeah, no, I've seen it a couple times. That's actually a really good movie.
I enjoy it. There's the new one that they have on Netflix, the one with Nina Dobrev. I actually really enjoyed. It's the one where she is, like, I have to find it. It's the one where she... Sorry. Oh, Love Hard. And that's a take on Die Hard. I
might have seen that one.
So she, like, gets catfished, and
Jen was watching that the other night, actually.
I actually liked it. I would recommend you watch it. I thought it was a cute movie. The Holiday Calendar was a good one. I believe that one has Christina Milian. If I'm not... No, it's Kat Graham. She is in that one. That one's a good one. And then there's also Holiday in Handcuffs with fucking Melissa Joan Hart and Mario Lopez. So fucking funny. So for that one, Melissa Joan Hart's, like, in, like, her 20s, maybe, like, early 30s. And she is just, like, not having the best time. And her boyfriend... is an asshole and breaks up with her, like, right before Christmas. And so she literally kidnaps Mario Lopez and, like, brings him to, like, the house, and then they, like, fall in love, whatever. It's very cute. That's an older one. Okay. That's a good one. There's A Christmas Inheritance where, like, a rich girl goes to, like, a hickety-dickety town. That one's okay. I think, did I miss any movies, Kayla, that you want to talk about? 'Cause,
no, I think we got them all.
The Christmas Chronicles, that one was like a good, like, high energy, kid friendly Christmas movie that Netflix came out with. Yeah, I think I mentioned most of my Christmas movies that...
I think that about wraps them up. I mean, I'm sure there's more. And, like, we would love to know what your favorite Christmas movie... If we didn't mention them, then for some reason we didn't mention... I feel like we talked about
we really covered a lot of them.
But, like, if there's something we didn't mention, let us know. We'll look into them, maybe watch them. We'll see.
I think that was the longest episode we've done in a while.
I know. There's just so many... That just shows how many Christmas movies there are. And we probably didn't even get... I'm sure that I'll think of one, like, later when I'm laying in bed. And I'm like, oh, we didn't talk about this.
Oh, my God. How did we not? Anyway, where can you find us on the social medias?
20 Watt Pod on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, not Facebook.
No, never. You can find me on Instagram at Val Eats Veggies or me on TikTok at Wumbro.
You can find me at Kayla Nicole X16 across all social media platforms.
Other than that, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
And we will
see you next Tuesday. Bye.